Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48's World, where we do recaps and reviews on reality shows as well as soap operas. So, right now, today, which is Friday, April 29th, 2016, I want to wish all of you a happy Friday. Yay! Everyone made it safely, I hope, through the week. All right? Y'all stayed together. Y'all stayed encouraged. Y'all stayed motivated. So, today is Friday. Celebrate, celebrate. Have 2 days off before you have to go back in that cause. Okay. That was my thing. All right. Today, we're going to go over The Real Housewives of Dallas, Season 1, Episode 3. And the title of the show is Making Frenemies. Okay, just a little sidebar note, summary of today's episode. Here it goes. Carrie's couture closet is featured in Tiffany's web series, but a startling revelation is made about Mark. Okay, yes, stay in tune with that one, honey. Elsewhere, Brandi deals with fallout from her strip club antics is discussed over lunch as well. Later, Brandi discovers a family secret. Okay, let's get on right into it, guys. The first scene, we are with Brian and Brandi. Brandi is talking about, well, she's basically talking to her pups and watching her husband pack for another road trip, which is a job concern. You know what I mean? Now, I saw a few episodes of this road trip Mr. So-called Brian is partaking of. I don't know. Sometimes I think, Brandi, you need to accompany him on some of those business trips because they may not always be business related trips, if you get my drift. Okay? I'm just saying, sometimes you have to peek in your own window. You reevaluate your life and how it is transpiring and going along with all the comings and goings, okay? Because the whole idea of him trying to say he's trying to be pressed to make 40 million or whatever before he turns 40, girl, girl. If you're not happy now, what makes you think you're going to be happy when he gets to that plateau he's trying to reach? Okay? He might be reaching it with some other little filly on the side. No pun intended, but take my advice. Peep into his game. Let him go. And you go on this little business trip sometime. You can always get your girls and send them to your mother or some other family member I'm sure you have that would keep them while you're out of town for a week or two. Okay? You got to stay together. You got to pray together to keep the home burns, or with the home, something about the home fires burning. I think that's what it was. I'm just saying, I'm peeping game. Okay? I'm peeping game. So we move on to Leanne. And I'm telling you, she is the spawn of Satan. She is a bully. She don't like she loves to keep up discord and chaos. She doesn't like anybody being friends with one another. I just don't understand where they got this character from. We already have enough bullies and mean spirited and mean girls in the world. Why do we have to capitalize and put them on TV? I mean, we can get drama and entertainment through other forms, okay? But I'm just sick of her character. And if she's doing it for just to be on a reality show, that's one thing. Okay, get your coin if that's how you want to be portrayed, because people are going to always notice you as the bully and the mean-spirited person. However, if you're like that in real life, God bless you. Let me dust off my feet and move on from you. Okay, so guys, if she don't show me something in the clips, we're not going to have a photo on her, but we will be talking about her. Okay? But anyway, we're going to move on to her little scene she had. Leanne is playing with her dog when Rich walks into the bedroom. He goes on to help Leanne. Only reason why he's helping her is because Leanne is wrapping up some presents for his daughter by another marriage. Okay? Leanne's beau has been married several times. And when you put several, I'm thinking 3 to 5 times or more. Okay? He is not a good candidate, Leanne. Take it from his track record. Something is wrong, baby girl. Something is definitely wrong. And if he ain't committed to you in the few years, I think it was 7 you said that you've been with him or more, he ain't gonna commit to you, Leanne. And maybe that's why you got this mean spirited type attitude, and putting it, trying to fester it in the circle of friends that are trying to be your friend. But evidently you ain't take a clue from your own etiquette book, okay, and how to act as a lady and the socialite. All right, you don't go and express yourself on camera and in the public eye doing all these antics that you doing and thinking you're going to be welcome into the elite circle of revenue as well as movers and shakers. I don't think not. They're going to all, and then they might not even like how you're projecting yourself on TV, child. They may pull the plug from you doing charitable being a charitable spokesperson for these different worthy causes, because your attitude just don't match up with your advocacy. You know what I'm saying? You have to be well liked, or definitely have the spirit of being well liked, and can communicate with everybody, whether they're ratchet or they're high on the totem pole. You should be going through the different variables. But honey, you are acting just like, and I won't even put the carnival kids like that, because you still got some nice people that were a part of the circus life or the carnival life. I don't know where you come from, honey. Ooh, may dust you come from, may dust you return to, because you ain't giving me nothing to deal with, but just trying to read you for filth. And that's not my personality. I've been trying to pull up on some people to think, well, maybe they got something. So that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a pass this episode and last episode, because I think you're just frustrated because all of your friends, or the friends that you're trying to get with on the show, they are married. You are not. So I can understand that dynamic. You're frustrated, but you're taking it out on the wrong person. You need to be at Rich's door. And if he won't come up or pull up, then you need to move on. You too old up in the game, honey. The sun is setting on you. You need to be doing you fully and getting in one of them socialite circles and finding you a husband, honey. Pray. Prayer is definitely powerful. And that's what you need to be, on your knees instead of on your heels, barking at folks and pointing fingers and getting all in their personal space. Oh my goodness. I wasted too much time on you. I wasted too much time. We're moving on. We're going to go to Brandi and Stephanie. Both are meeting to have a date night. Since Brandi's husband is gone, and they usually have their little date nights, and Stephanie's husband is gone pretty much too, but he at least, make her feel good. He buy her presents. He takes her out. This, that, and other. I ain't seen not one thing come transpire between Brandi and her husband. It's just all work with him, and she had to be at home with the kids. And I'm like, no, ma'am. We'll be on the road with him, with the kids, because they ain't in school yet, I'm sure. They ain't in school. They too young. They just, you know what I'm saying? And then, hell, they can be homeschooled, So, that's why I am with that. But let me go on back. We go to both of them having date night with each other, which is a cute little thing. I think once a month, all girlfriends should get together, kiki it up, and just, vicariously live through their days or their months or that month to what they had to go through. Be that strong shoulder to cry on if they need to be, or cheers for everyone if everybody had a beautiful month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, take that into consideration, people. But anyway, they're meeting at some swanky restaurant or well relaxed, elegant type of bistro. It's called Bistro 31. And, they're really like, oh, well, why don't we get our other girlfriend, Carrie? I'm sure she needs a break. She got a husband, got a job, got a career, she's a parent. Oh, she need a break too. Let's call her. So Stephanie go on, get on the phone, go ring. Hey, girl, come on out with us tonight. I know you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing? Okay, cool. She gonna meet us. So she says she is gonna meet them, but she got to finish taking care of whatever she's taking care of. And that's a beautiful thing. The sister circle continues. We move on to Leanne, Elise, and Rich. Okay. Whole point short with this. Elise is a beautiful young lady. I hope she keeps her personality. She's very respectful to both parents, her stepmom as well as her dad. And we're going to move on for that situation because I ain't got too much to say about Rich and Leanne, of course. Okay, we go to Brandi and Steffi and Carrie. They're all together, y'all. And they all look so good together. And they all getting wasted. More so Brandi and a little bit of Steffi, with Stephanie. And Carrie's just taking it all in, taking all the scenery, just, just being out with the girls. Feel kind of good too, I believe. But they go on to talking, and I'm pretty sure they don't ate something as well. They just didn't show it to us on TV. And they talking about, oh, we need to go somewhere else. The night cannot be over. We still need to shake our tail feathers. Hey, we Dallas women. We do that. We turn up sometime, not all the way up, but we kind of pump it to the middle and get the feeling of bass and all like that. Let's go to the strip club. Then Carrie, whoop, antennas go straight up. She like, what kind of women am I with? What the hell are they talking about? I'm solidified in the community. I already don't walk that line. But okay, let me digress. I'm with two beautiful young women. They're young. I think they're in their late 20s, if not, maybe early 30s. But anyway, she like, okay. I don't really know about this. I really don't know about this, but I guess we can consider it. Let me have some more of my drink and some of my dinner. Let me just think about it for a minute. Okay. Well, we go back to Rich, Leanne, and Elise. The gifts that the parents bought for Elise, she loves the shoes. She thought it was a wonderful pick. We're going to go on from that situation because, like I said, I don't care for Leanne and I don't care for Rich. Okay, we go to, we're back at the girls. I guess Carrie succumbed to their wants and needs and desires to hit the strip club. More so Brandon and Steffi than anybody else, okay? So she go on and oblige the two women. And they go and they get their kiki and woo-wooing, hollering and screaming and getting into the mood of being back young and free, honey, before it was serious about getting jobs, serious about doing anything with their careers, and definitely serious about before being serious about having a family of their own. Loose and footloose and fancy free is the memory lane they were going down pretty much. But more so Brandi was kind of out there than Steffi and what do you call it? Carrie. Cause honey, she just let her hair down and let the winds flow through every source of her being. Okay. They was up there hooping and hollering, and then I guess what do you call it? Carrie was kind of embarrassed, but she kind of soaked into the moment of everything, of course. Brandi was pretty smashed at the time, and Stephanie was feeling kind of good, and she like, hell, she might have to be designated driver. She can't get all turned up because somebody might have to drive these crazy ass women home, and I know it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. But anyway, we all digress. But like I said, they must have had like an open patron where the patrons can come and dance with them on the stage or sing with them or whatever, because Kara just felt it like, hey, I need to go shake my tail feather. I was a Dallas cheerleader, and that's all we did was turn it up here, turn it up there, and that's where we went. Honey, Brandi got on that stage. She started twerking. She started acting like she was on a pole with this man, or the man was her pole that was playing in one of the band members. She was giving him a lap dance and everything else, which was it was very inappropriate because she was married. She is a wife and somewhat of a political figure, or her husband's trying to build his brand, and he takes everything so serious. I mean, I bet the boy or the man is like 20 some years old, but he looked like he about 50 or 60, and that's because he has worked and not enjoyed, I guess, enough and whatever. When you go chasing that money, then you're going to end up lonely, if that is in fact the case. Because I don't know, I'm still out with him. I believe he trying to, tip out on the side. Because he just, ain't that much money being made, and that many times he go out all the time, unless he's just really not happy at home. And that's what I really feel why Brandi kind of got wasted. She was trying to escape some of her concerns or issues with her husband and her family life, between the two dynamics of him being on the road all the time, him saying he wants to provide for his family, but yet he wants to be a trillionaire, billionaire by the age 40. And then money breeds money. He ain't gonna never let go of that that drive to continue making money. You seen Dallas and J.R. Ewing, we had that fictitious show. You see how he had money. He was born for money. He was born into wealth. And he just kept going on, kept going on, kept going on, and ruining every good relationship around him. And to me, that's what I see. I'm going to keep watching and try to prove myself wrong, because I want everybody to be happy in their marriages, but I don't want everybody to be stupid in their marriages. Peep game, okay? Don't think that it would never happen to you, that it happened to other people, because I'm sure them people felt the same way. So, Brandi, I want you to pull up when it comes to making sure every facet of your marriage is taken care of. Because I know you sexing him. I know you done gave him the kids and you trying to be the home family and trying to hold it down while he's doing what he's doing. But honey, take some trips with him. Okay, Cold red. Cold red is in effect. Okay, do the darn diligence. Get in that car with him and saying, I'm going on one of your tours. Okay, with you. I want to see what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, before you be looking at a divorce court and you trying to figure out where it all went wrong, because you already have the symptoms of being bitten by somebody who's probably cheating on you. So do your own due diligence. Research, research, research. It's better to know up front than to know at the back end. Okay? And I hope you didn't sign a prenup, honey. I hope you didn't sign a prenup. But anyway, we moving on. She just do her thing with the and show her tail at the strip club. We go to commercial. We back on Leanne and Tiffany, honey. Leanne feeds her dogs with when Tiffany walks in, and Tiffany's bringing up the Mad Hatter and this, that, and that incident, and Tiffany's just going on, telling her, "Man, you need to chill with that subject. It wasn't that serious." And Leanne just feels, yes, it was that, serious. She was taking up for her behavior and how she wanted and wished the other girls would have performed accordingly. But like I said, everybody's grown in this world. You can't change people. They got to change and want to change themselves. So while Leanne is trying to act like the matriarch of this whole Housewives brand, she needs to have several seats and a bed, but get up under the bed to rest her thoughts on, because this is too much. And I think Tiffany is kind of opening her eyes, which makes me want to support her more and not look at her as the same way I'm viewing Leanne, because she wants to have other friends, but she know the common denominator is Leanne. Leanne is more so the shit starter. She wants to be in control of everything that surrounds her, and she wants to dictate friendships. And if she's not welcome, and she feels people are not welcome, then she don't want the other friends that she deem her friends to be a part of them too. In other words, it's called clicking up, and she wants to have her friends, alleged friends, choose her instead of the other new people. But I find it very weird that when Tiffany's saying up front, and I appreciate her, that's a woman coming to another woman, checking another woman. You know what I'm saying? Because a man cannot check another woman. Even a gay man cannot check another woman. You don't have the even equality of it all. A man can check a man, a woman can check a woman, and a gay person can check a gay person. You see what I'm saying? That's how we need to flow. But you have all these other entities trying to check straight people or genderized people, because I'm like, please, only another woman can check me, not a gay person, not a man, only another woman and God. Okay, so that's just where I feel about it, and we moving on from that scene. But basically, Tiffany was trying to say, look, I could be friends with you. I could be friends with the other ladies. And right now, I choose to open my circle of friendship. I'm a grown-ass woman. I can do and be with who I choose. I don't need you just being my friend. I want to make new friends. And so, okay, stupid ass Luann, she didn't understand that concept. She saw her and Tiffany as a one package deal. Meaning, okay, if Tiffany is feeling so into she must have friendships with these people, then I guess I need to give them a second chance. I'm like, no, baby, she didn't ask you to give them a second chance. She said what she was gonna do. She stood up in all of her essence and told you as another friend that she would like to keep, that I'm gonna get used to these women. I want to make connections with these women. I want a friendship, a genuine friendship. If you can't be a part of that, then so be it. I can see you separately. I know how to have friends in this arena, friends in that arena. Or you may have to call them associates. And Tiffany may have to start seeing Leanne as an associate whom she get with behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Because reputation is everything. And when you're fighting for a friend, make sure that friend is fighting for you. It's equal, equal quality between the two, between the relationships. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go down, you want your friends to go down with you in a sense. If y'all battling, but you don't want somebody that's stringing the fence and want to choose and pick who at this particular time they want to support. No, that's not how friendship is. And you can be able to come. That's why I said she's a better friend to Leanne than Leanne is to her, because she already told her, hey, you are kind of spiteful. You are kind of like want to run everything. You the one that have more odds for people than they have with you. You need to check yourself. And guess what? I'm going to have a relationship with these people whether you do or not. The two shall not entwine each other, okay? So it made me feel Leanne felt some kind of way, like if she make friends that she's not going to have Tiffany as a friend no more. And pretty much she ain't got no friends. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that she rubbed in the rich and famous circle, or the affluent circle, they only see her as helping them with their organization by getting the word out. That's all. Just like Carrie had told her, honey, you have to be born into the society. You can't just come up saying, I want to be a part of y'all and I have these attributes to lend y'all to help y'all grow bigger. No, ma'am. No, sir. You have to be born into the bloodline to be able to rub. Okay, because we talking about old money. We ain't talking about new money unless you're talking about trillions. Okay, trillions of dollars. And we know people don't do that overnight. That money is well bred and it goes from generation to generation. So what Leanne's trying to partake of, Carrie just shut her ass down and gave her a quick education on etiquette and one-on-one hanging with the rich and famous, okay? And the criteria you must have in order to be even thought about. And that is not for a Carnegie kid. So again, I said I didn't want to get on Leanne, but I just touched on it for that little brief moment. But we moving on. But I was like, go ahead, Tiffany, solidify yourself with other friends. You don't need to totally keep your friend circle that short. I mean, I'm all for keeping, one hand set of friends. And if you have to just go to 3 fingers, that's cool too. At least you know them your ride or die ones. But the rest of them, how Leanne acts and carry on with the rest of the people in the group and other people, forget it. Okay, we move on to Brandi and Steffi. Brandi is over to Stephanie's house and she is crying to her because she told Brian what happened in the strip club and he was on her like popcorn. He probably called her everything but a child of God. Yes, he did, y'all. He probably called. He was all like, what the hell are you doing? You acting like a thought. Meaning that over there. I don't put you in a nice house. I know you had your little exposure with the cowboy cheerleaders, but let's take it to heart. They only looked at you for eye candy, okay? They didn't really think you had anything going on but shaking your ass, looking cute, and wishing they were with you. Okay, now that's past tense, but you got a little cute corn from there. You people know who you were and all that, but you don't want to be a sex symbol. That's why I made you a mother. I made you a wife, and I'm trying to build this establishment up for us so we can retire. But you already got my thoughts on that, Brandon. But it just hurt her feelings, and probably how he told her was just, it probably was awful too. So my heart went out for her. And sometimes you can't tell your man everything, especially if it's going to have a darkened side to it. And they're going to try to make you feel worse than what you already feel. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you didn't sleep with nobody, you didn't kiss nobody, or you ain't thinking about getting with nobody, it's all good. Because we all have our times when we are married and whatever, and we still be looking. But that's all you're doing and looking. As long as you ain't lusting and carrying on, you ain't committing no sin, huh? That's why God gave you eyes. But when you try to think about trying to do something and you act on it and put a plan in motion, that's where you're wrong at, okay? Because beauty is beauty. We all must take a part of looking at it, but not getting any other negative attributes. So we move on from that situation because it is what it is. We done told Miss Brandi what she need to do. Okay, we going to oh Lord, we back at Leanne and Tiffany. Make a brief story short, they were just sitting over the pool, kicking and all of that stuff. Stop, Elijah. And she was just I don't know, the dog was just all, one of Leanne's dogs just all up in her mouth and everything. And she was trying to, you know, because she didn't want Peter after her about, you know, hurting the dog on camera or anything that matter, pushing him down. She tried to, you know, get him off of her or whatever, and she ended up swiping up against his penis area. And then, I don't know, do Leanne have dogs? I don't know, but that's just, I mean, Tiffany have dogs, but that was like a stupid moment with her acting that way. But she went on and go put her hands in the pool to try to cleanse it off, and I was like, moving on, you know. But whatchamacallit thought it was cute as hell. She just tickled. See what I'm saying? And we're gonna move on from that because we didn't want to go through it at all. But she basically trying to tell Leanne she had did a segment of her sanctuary of styling with Carrie and her husband, and it was a hoot, but it got lost somewhere in the translation. We went on to commercial. We came back, and okay, we have fast forward to that because I already told you Tiffany had make her viewpoints on where she was going to start new friendships and this, that, and that. And Leanne could be on board. She didn't have to be on board. It didn't really make her no never mind because she was going to do what she wanted to do. And that's pretty much that scene with them two. We go on to another scene where we're with Brian and Brandi. And, you know, she pretty much tell us, but she's kind of trying to tell him on film too, that she feels lonely. She feels like the only person in the relationship of their family. And honey, okay, you are embarking on a dangerous territory. Yes, you are, because you're looking at divorce, okay, or infidelity being a part of your married relationship. So you really need to get your situation together, honey. I don't know what it's going to take. I already gave you my piece of advice of what you need to do, and you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Be happy. If you can't keep your commitment and he's not willing to work and try to understand where you're coming from, that riches ain't everything, honey. Family is always the top point, and spirituality, if you ain't got those two working for you, forget it. You can have money all day, every day, and it's not going to make you happy. Okay? But anyway, Brian is basically, uh, I guess like I said, they had this little huge fight about her, you know, telling him what she had partaken in. And he was like pretty much saying, that's not how I want my wife to be. If you continue down this path, we're going to have some serious problems, you know, and they're going to be very negative. So, you know, she was basically saying he was still upset about that, and he hadn't forgiven her, because if he was, it'd be like a normal day between them two. Now, evidently, everything ain't normal because she's having problems, and she's going around here telling Steffi about it, and probably done told Carrie, and it's going to be all through Dallas before it's over with. And then, hell, she done told it on TV, so we are international. We're international with her business. And all of us chiming in, telling her what she need to do. So, anyway, pray, take it to God, enlist your mother, and that's pretty much it, girl. Make your own decision. But anyway, she goes on to tell him about what she had found out about how her mother's relationship had transpired, and she really had blamed her grandfather for the mishaps of her mother getting pregnant at age 15, this, that, and the other. And what it was really her mother who had separated or kept them away from their granddad. It had nothing to do with issues that he didn't want to see them or be a part of them. It was her own mother's mistake and bad thinking. So she was just telling her husband she would like to have her father out here, and you know, if he can be around, she would like it for him to be around to see her father and get a chance to talk to him, this, that, and that. And he go on and be like, okay, he asked her a few questions here and there about the situation. And he was like, okay, I got to go. I forgot to tell you that I had a conference call. And I need to take care of that right now. So you do what you got to do. It sounds good, but whatever. And you know, when he left and went down the house, she just felt so alone. And I felt for her. She needed somebody to give her a hug. I was like, God damn it, Brian. Okay, you're going to lose a good thing. You're going to lose a good thing while you're sitting out there cheating, possibly, allegedly. You're going to lose a good thing. So we go on back to Leanne, Carrie, and Steffi. Honey, they all meet up at the restaurant. And pretty much Leanne is acting an ass. She's trying to tell grown people how to act, this, that, and that, what looks good, what friendships they need to keep, because the company you keep tells everybody about your character. And she was just all fucked up in the head. But I was so glad Carrie got her straight, y'all. Carrie, yes, she did. She said, hold on. She said, I don't know, honey, but you got me twisted. You got me messed up in the head for you to think, as grown as I am, I done went through 3 marriages. You think I'm taking advice from you and you have never been married? Girl, get the hell out of here. Get as far as you can from me before I throw something at you. No, I'm not going to give up my friendships with Brandi, Stephanie, or anybody else you deem not necessarily I should be friends with. You crazy. You need to get the fuck out of here. Please leave this table now. And of course, that's my dramatism from it. That's what I got from it. And then you got Leanne throwing this, that, and that. She couldn't take the fire because I'm telling you. And then Miss Stephanie, who really never say that, she tried to play the fence. She even went off and said, hey, I like Brandi. I like my company of people. And if the elite people whom you say is not going to be satisfied because I deal with her, I fuck with her, that's my friend, that's my A-spoon cool, then fuck the elite, okay? Because I got money. I know how to write them big checks because that's all they are concerned about anyway. They don't need me to go spearhead and be a spokesperson for their organization. Hell, they'll come and ask me, okay? And the chips will fall, wherever they may lay. But guess what? At least they know who I am. I am a part of the elite because I have money, and that's the only thing they care about, okay? When they get a lot more deeper stuff, no, they don't need me, I don't need them. But the point is, you are nowhere in between wherever we are at, okay? You are really on the outside looking in, and the perception and the things that you're giving people to look at on TV and personally that are here in Dallas, Texas, looking at you going and commenting this, that, and the other, honey, they would rather cut you off, pick up somebody else that got a degree, and that is from money, and be able to, float between the different phases of advocating for the cause. So you really need to sit your ass down. So they both shut her down. I was here for it. I was here for that entertainment. Because I'm telling you, it's not a good look for Bravo. But Bravo like ratchetness. So they got the one for the ratchetness. But she gonna have so much negativity coming her way before this show ends if she don't straighten up and fly right. That's all I got to say, people. But the show gave me everything with Leanne, with Brandi, with Steffi, and anybody else probably. It's besides Leanne, because I could give 2 shits if she stay on the show or not, because she's just giving me mean-spirited type of tease, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, damn, we already have it during our elementary and high school years, and then you have to come out and really get, on somebody, and we really want to get the paws on them, honey. Flip. Anyway, that's all I have for the Real Housewives of Dallas commentary, straight from your girl Deb Chanel's 48th World. The season was 1, the episode was 3, and the title was Making Frenemies. Okay, you all be blessed. I'll be back next time it airs, giving you my play-by-play, my blow, and giving you my award winners of each show. That the episode that I go to, and the award goes to the triple three, the triple threats, and that's Carrie, that is Brandi, and that is Stephanie, honey. Okay, they doing darn thing on this Dallas showing, and Tiffany, she gets the honorary award because she's trying to break free of the claws and clutches of she will remain nameless. Okay, y'all know where I'm going with it. So those are 3 heavy hitters and the possible upcoming of 1. But that's all I got, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Stay encouraged, stay motivated, and I will see you next time for more of the Real Housewives of Dallas. Okay, bye bye.